What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, and as promised, we have some what's new in maps information. It's been about a month since we've had an update in D&D Beyond Maps, but as of today, Dragon Delves has launched in early access on D&D Beyond, and with it has come a slew of new updates to to D&D Beyond Maps, including quick play maps is what they're calling it. So we're going to go ahead and see what you guys think about this. By the way, if you like what I do here, consider subscribing to the channel. Here you go. This is my Fandelver and Below map or campaign. And you can see here what's new in maps, new features, quick play maps. In a rush, feeling lazy, learning to DM, quick play maps are here for you. With the release of Dragon Delves, certain maps will now come pre-populated with monster tokens and fog of war, as well as a description of the expected difficulty of the encounter. All you have to do is add them to your campaign from the map browser. Open the map browser at the top of the screen, either click on Quick Play Maps or find the name of the book you've purchased in the list of sources. Select the player version of the map you'd like to add, and a window will pop asking you to choose the basic or quick play version. Select the version of the map you want and click add. We're going to go through this here in just a second. Rename maps. You're now also able to rename your map. Click the plus on the map browser. You'll be prompted to enter a name, or you can revert back to normal. And it says new maps and monsters. Dragon's Delves is now live for Master Tier subscribers. Check out 10 adventures absolutely brimming with dragons. Get your first taste of all the new quick play map features. So I had mentioned in the Dragon Delves video that I might try to get some folks together to maybe play one of these adventures. Maybe we can do it all in D&D Beyond Maps and just like try it out. I'll try the zero prep method. All right, open map browser. Okay, quick play maps. So I will say, potential spoilers, right? For folks who aren't unfamiliar or don't want to be spoiled on any of these adventures because okay. It looks like they also have quick play maps for drowned sailors and the Marrow attack from Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. So, let's pick something lower because we don't want to like blow up the spot too much. Let's do Death at Sunset's Lair. Okay, here we go. You can rename the map. Map type basic, the blank map with no tokens, stickers, or fog of war, or quick play. This map is designed for a level 1 party of 4 to 6 characters and contains 22 creature tokens. Let's go ahead and add. Okay, now we're going to go and choose Death at Sunset's Lair. As you can see, the entire map is under Fog of War. All of the creatures have been added here. They all are hidden, and they're all set to go. Everything is here. This is pretty neat. Now, it did say something about the encounters would tell us how difficult the encounters were. So if I select these and hit add to encounter. Oh, it does right here. Difficulty high. Difficulty is calculated using the 2024 Dungeon Master's Guide. Okay, and we should have also access to new stickers that were added as well. Let's see. Here they are. There's the Dragon Delves stickers. So this is from Dragon Delves itself. We have a handful of things like a basilisk sticker we could just drop onto the map here and move around and resize. Variety of different options. And then here's the Dragon Lairs map pack. This is if you bought the premium version. Comes with a variety of other options for stickers. You want to add a berry bush to your map, you could do that now. I don't know. I like the concept of quick play maps. The fact that I could just drag and drop the map right in. Now, the real question is, are they going to go back and give us quick play maps for everything that already exists? Now, I don't know, and I know Wizards of the Coast has been thinning down their staff seemingly. But one question I would have is, or not I get a question, but like if they need backlog to keep a team going, get the maps team to just go in and just start making quick play maps for pick a book and roll that out, right? So pick Curse of Strahd. Okay, all of our maps in D&D Beyond Maps are now going to be quick play maps for Curse of Strahd. And then you just do that book by book. That's a great way to just give yourself work to do and, have a decent backlog if you need to have something to work on. But the question then becomes, is this going to be a Nintendo Switch 2 Tears of the Kingdom thing where I now need to pay extra money to get access to the quick play maps. We got them for free at the outset with Dragon Delves. I imagine going forward, that's absolutely going to be the case. We will get quick play maps for any module or adventure release going forward. And we did see there were 2 in there for the intro to Stormwreck Isle. So potentially, we could see all adventures going forward have quick play maps, and then maybe even at some point get their retroactive catalog. But hopefully, we just don't have to pay for that. Or let me ask you this: if D&D Beyond and Maps team were to go in and say be able to just go through, I was gonna say wave a wand, but that makes it seem trivial. If they were to go through and spend all the time backfilling every existing map in this map browser, right? So you've got, oh, where is it? Map browser. Nope, there it is. Map browser. So you can see here we've got all of these maps, right? Obviously, you wouldn't do things like the Chapeku maps or the because those are just maps you populate yourself. But if you were to go to say Ack Inc., Force Get to Wildmouth, any of these that are an adventure, and they were to go back and then populate every single one of them with Fog of War, all the tokens put in all the right place, and all of that, would you be willing to pay for that? I mean, like, again, I made the analog to the Nintendo Switch too, where you can play Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild in an updated state, but it's like a $10 upcharge to get to play them at the full power of the Switch too. If you were to say get a $30 map charge that was like, hey, we've gone through and quick play populated every map for every existing adventure we've ever released on D&D Beyond. It's a $30, it's a $50 upgrade to have that automatically. To me, the amount of time it would save me, probably worth it, but obviously that's up to you guys, and I'm curious to see what you think. I am also seriously considering finding some time this weekend, grabbing a handful of friends, picking one of these maps without, like, really talking it through, and then just running it from D&D Beyond with D&D Beyond maps in a quick play version, just see how it goes. So if you're interested, leave a comment, or maybe I'll even do a poll to see which adventure we should play. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. See you all next time.